And we're rolling.
Up and rolling. What's the show called? ...
with Tim and
Scott. Thank you.
Yes.
You know, are we self-indulgent for doing this show? Yes.
Yes, because is everybody self-indulgent for doing a podcast about themselves in their daily lives?
Most likely.
Perhaps, yes. Like,
are we helping anybody by doing this show?
No. Zero.
No. Are we even making people laugh?
I don't know. I can't tell. I tell you what, we only have one other person in the room with us, and she never laughs.
Stone cold face, stone cold
gives
stunner.
Us nothing. Zero. And then I'll look over to her, and she'll be wearing a blanket petting a cat. And I'll be like, was that funny? And she's like, I stopped listening hours ago.
Hey, I don't blame anybody for not listening.
But anyway, Scott, you were going to recap your week really quick. You had a fun thing.
Let me just recap my week, then we'll get into our main topic.
Which is
one night stands. Not nightstands.
One night stands.
One night stands.
Exactly.
Sexuality.
Hot.
Spicy.
Whoa.
So, you know, I've been working this job at this plastic place.
Right.
I'll keep the name private. It's called...
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Good.
And then, so recently I got a forklift trained.
Right. You took 1 day of training.
1 day of training where you sit in the room.
Right.
You watch videos of, you know, people dying and stuff. And you're getting an idea of like, okay, so like people can die and stuff.
Yeah, better be careful. And
better be careful.
You don't drive a forklift at all during the training.
No, you don't. You actually don't. Like, so you just watch all these videos.
Come on.
And then at the very end, we drove it around for like a little bit, but you didn't do anything practical while driving.
Did you lift any? Did you lift a box?
I lifted like a pallet.
They're like, good, you got it.
They're like, there you go, you're getting it.
That's you. We'll give you your license.
Yeah. So basically, and you fill out a quiz after like watch all these videos, and you fill out like this thing, and you only have to get 70%.
Yeah, it's like getting your G1. So you have to drive a forklift with your mom for the next year.
Yeah.
That's what you got.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, I did pass.
It was a good joke.
Sort of. Like,
oh, fuck off. Go ahead, keep going. You did pass.
I passed.
You got what, a 70%?
I don't know what I got.
Oh, they didn't tell you. They just gave you the thing?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Probably 70.
Right.
And then, so then I'm driving it around and stuff. I'm getting the hang of it. It's actually kind of fucked because, like, it's all reverse steering. It's like...
Yeah, it's in the back.
It's in the back, so you got to get used to that.
Yeah, it's weird.
And so, like, the first day I'm driving it, I, like, had to put these things in this.
This is in your work now.
In the workplace,
like,
yeah.
All right, you had the training.
Like,
get on the lift, my
man. They're like, you got 71% on this.
We're counting on you, buddy.
We're counting on you.
Yeah.
And then in the first day I'm driving it, I was like in this very narrow area, and I like hit this guardrail.
Oh.
Like, and it like completely broke.
Right.
And then I didn't tell anybody.
But that's what the guardrail's there for, right?
True, so yeah. Like I waited until the next day to tell somebody.
But was there anybody there to tell when you broke it?
For sure.
Oh, okay.
But I made the executive decision to just be like, you know what, this stays with me for now.
Right. And then you slept on it and you're like,
then
no,
I slept
Scott,
on it. Yeah.
You're part of the team. You got to be responsible. Own up to your mistakes.
Pretty much, actually. And then I told my like boss or whatever, and he took it pretty well, actually.
Was he like, oh, you silly?
He's like, hey, you're a new driver. That's why the guardrail's there.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, you didn't hit the press.
That's good. Yeah, that is
Which
good.
is good.
Yeah.
It was a good response. And then last week or something, so you have to take these things we call them gaylords.
Oh, yeah. They had that in the big, during the elections of 2020. They're like totes.
they're basically, it's like a pallet.
Yeah.
And it's like a big cardboard box.
Right.
The size of the pallet.
Gotcha. Yeah, and they had a bunch of votes in the pallet, so the Pennsylvania people kept saying Gaylords a lot. They're like, we got all the Gaylords. We're counting the Gaylords. Like
yeah.
A lot of that. Yeah. Go ahead, though.
I mean, Gaylord is, it never comes up how ridiculous that name is.
People just say it as if it's like, because the first time you hear it, it's funny, and then it just becomes less funny every time you say it.
Yeah.
Until it's just common.
Until it's like, that's a Gaylord.
Do you have the anal sphincter dildo? Come on, get the anal sphincter dildo here.
Yeah, that's what we call it. That's the technical term.
Yeah.
Like, Gaylord sounds like a guy that, like, like a dominatrix or something for gay guys. He's
the guy who,
The Lord, I'm your Gaylord.
Gotta watch yourself.
Get on your knees. Gay fucking Lord.
What? You just changed the name slightly.
Anyway.
You added fucking.
So then there's these shelves with the Gaylords on them.
Right.
And I had to, like, take one off of the top shelf and bring it down. And then, like, put it back up. So, like, I bring the forks all the way up, and it's, like, way up there.
15 feet.
Like, 20 feet at least. So, like, I get it down successfully.
Nice.
And everything. And then when I'm putting it back up, and it's very, like, tight.
Yeah.
Like, because, like, there's
up
another
there,
Gaylord.
There's Gaylords up top.
There's another Gaylord right there. There's, like, the end of the shelf.
Right.
So, like, there's, like, very tight space.
We're dealing with a cliff.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And so I'm trying to put it back up there, and like I'm like moving it, like there's like a side shifter, so like you can like move it.
The forks can move.
Yeah. So like I'm doing all that, and then all of a sudden like I like punctured the other Gaylord next to it, which is just full of like 1,500 pounds of like small plastic pellets.
For all their plastic injection molding.
Yeah. So then I puncture it, and then it just starts like pouring down like all these very small like plastic stuff.
Right.
And so like it happens, and I like see it, and it's coming down on all this other material that's like different material that can't mix and everything. And so, like, there was, like, a solid, like, 15 seconds where, like, I actually did nothing about it, where I'm, like, I'm sitting on the forklift. I see it happen. I'm like, oh, my God.
I'm not telling anybody about this.
Oh, well, I wish. But, like, there's, like, somebody standing right there. It's, like, in the main area, so everybody's, like, around.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm just, like... I didn't even know what to do, actually.
What can you do? There's nothing you can do.
Well, I guess the move was to get the one that's pouring down to the ground.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, like that's what we ended up happening. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I basically like accepted defeat. I'm like, fuck. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do.
I'll get my resume together.
Yeah. And then the guy who's like my boss, he like becomes aware of the situation. He like tells me to get off the forklift. He's like, get off. And then like
he jumps on.
And then he jumps on. He takes it down.
Right.
And it's like a huge mess.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty funny. It wasn't funny at the time.
Did you get yelled at? Were they like, God damn it?
No, I didn't actually.
They're like, oh, it happens? Do they say it happens a lot?
No, it doesn't happen a lot. But I just got like stuff like shit happens.
Yeah.
A lot of that. Like.
So you've been driving a forklift for how long now? 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Now like 3 weeks, I guess.
And you have how many weeks without an accident?
I'm working on finishing up one. Working on, I'm probably at 1 week. I think this happened more than a week ago.
Right. So you're at 5 days without an accident.
At least.
That's good. That's kind of a hot streak.
Yeah, I want to roll.
If anyone says anything, you're like, I'm at 5 days, no accidents. I'm gonna get to 100.
Yeah,
I think you could.
I hope I can.
Just don't be like, I can't do Gaylords anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's tough.
It was pretty funny though. I felt like, I don't know. It was fucked at the time. Yeah, like when it's
just Niagara Fallsing on your face.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty shit.
Tough
Anyway,
moment
thanks
at
for
work.
listening to that.
No problem. It was a great story. Right? It was good. Sorry,
What?
I don't know what to add.
No,
I have
nothing.
nothing to add. I'm waiting for you to say something.
I got something though.
Oh, what do you got?
And then so at work, like, it's like everybody. So you work with the same people all the time, right?
Yeah, you become friends, but not really friends with them.
And then there's always. It doesn't matter like how old or what they look like or anything. There's always like romanticization of these people you work with in the factory. Like they could be like a lot of these people that we work with are like 50, 60 from Iraq.
Right.
And stuff
and you're
like older
fantasizing
women.
about them sexually.
I mean, we all are. That's the thing. Like that's just
What?
the workplace.
All right, wait.
That's just the workplace.
So you're like,
where,
what if I took...
where you just walk in, you're like, fucking Unia. Man, oh man.
Really? How many women are there at this workplace?
There's probably like over a dozen or whatever.
Oh, wow.
Like,
How many people work at this place? I thought it was like 5 guys. Like
No,
on a shift
I mean,
or something.
No, more than that. I mean,
Oh, wow. So there's a dozen women working there. And you're
probably,
like,
and they're all
what?
like in their 50s from Iraq.
And you're like, what if I just took Unia up there near the Gaylords, behind the Gaylords? And
Yeah.
just-
Unia, come over to Plant 3 with me. I gotta show you something.
yeah. So you're talking to the other guys like this.
Yeah, the other guys are the same mentality. The one guy, he actually set me up pretty good. He comes up to me, he's like, "Hey," because I carry like a walkie-talkie on me.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, do you got your walkie on you?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey, could you ask Tanya something for me?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Ask Tanya like when I can play with like her big jugs." That's just average workplace stuff, like very normal.
Did you ask Tanya?
No.
Did you? He didn't like make you say like, "Hey, Tanya, got a question for
Right,
you?"
he set me up good. I was ready to be like, "Yeah, I got my walkie. What do you need?" Like,
Tanya.
Tanya?
Jim needs to know. What do you need, Jim? Oh, if he could play with your.
When can you play with your big juicy jugs? Yep, we're over in Plant 1. Whenever you're ready.
Maddie, is this getting cut? You think? This big
Nothing's
jugs,
getting cut.
Sexual harassment at work. You think this part will get cut?
Yeah, you're wasting a lot of time on this.
All right. Okay, we got to move on with this story. All right, here we go. You want to
There
get
we
to
go.
one night stands? Here's the thing, Scott. Okay, I've been going on stage recently and just saying I'm going to become a hot guy. And I haven't even had to do any jokes after that because everybody just laughs hysterically. Like, ha, 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 ha. What? That's it. And then Rob went up after me and was like, "Tim, you're not a hot guy. Stop it." And he goes to there's like a table of regular people that come that are there every week. And he goes,
Yeah.
"This guy's a hot guy, Tim, with his hair."
Yeah.
And he goes to the next guy.
Nick.
Or this guy's a hot guy. He has the muscles.
Mm-hmm.
And then he keeps going. This guy's a hot. He's just calling all the guys hot. He has a certain je ne sais quoi about him, Tim. You're not hot. All these guys that I'm being a pandering jackass to are hot guys. You know what I mean? You know how Rob does it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I come up again the next week. I go like, I just said I was going to be a hot guy last week, and everybody laughed at me. They all laugh again. Same deal.
Yeah.
And then I bring up that Rob said all this. You know, Rob's an angry guy. He's so angry at the world.
Yeah.
So then I was like,
Because he's short and everything.
no, because he's a closeted gay man, obviously.
Yep.
And then that got a big laugh.
Oh, okay.
Come on, that's funny. I set it up wrong here. But the point is this. Then they gave me sunglasses to wear. And then the regular people. And they were shit sunglasses. And then Paul comes out. He takes a picture of me on the stage wearing these like 3 Blind Mice sunglasses.
Yeah.
And then Paul posted on the Facebook page and says, "Is this guy hot or is he not?"
I did see that. Yep.
Yeah,
I was thinking, no, he was not hot. That's what I was thinking.
right.
I was thinking you looked more, like nice,
You don't have to be a dick.
polite.
I think I don't look too bad there.
I mean, yeah.
There
like,
it is. There it is. There's the post. Now, here's the thing, Scott. Here are the comments. And I am going to become a hot guy. I've started making moves to become hot. I've gone shopping, bought some better shoes, some clothes, some collared shirts.
Like myself.
Yes. I've started flossing. Minor things so far, but I'm gonna start working out. Gonna get the posture in shape.
Maybe watch Dirty Dancing.
I might learn how to dance. I am gonna become hot. I'm gonna be. Don't doubt me.
I mean, there's nothing you could really do to become hot. That's the thing.
Yeah, there is. I could get a tattoo.
Okay, yeah. Now you're
dye
talking.
my hair. Do my hair a little better. There's tons of things. I could work out. Get muscles.
Yeah, muscles. Yeah.
Of course. All right, now here's some. I go, wow, what a hot guy. Toronto 8 for sure. That's how I start the post on this voting.
Okay.
Now let's go. Nicole. Halfway there, she says. Nicole, you know Nicole.
Halfway to an 8, so a 4.
So on a 4.
Yeah.
And then one guy, Derek, just writes #Tim. He doesn't even vote. He just doesn't want to hurt my feelings. Jen Richardson. Hot, but only in those glasses. Tim Brady. Not the hottest Tim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then Jazz Chappis writes.
One of our favorites.
#Soft4.
She's my favorite.
So hurtful. Hurtful.
Soft 4.
Soft 4.
That's like a hard 3.
Yeah. And then Sarah Ann, Spencer's Lady Sarah,
Okay.
writes, because I read this in front of her accidentally. I was like, Sarah Ann, #not hot Tim, #sunglasses Tim, #foreskin Tim, because that's another inside joke amongst me and them.
Mm-hmm.
All my inside jokes fail in front of them, it seems. And then I go, who the fuck is Sarah Ann? And she was standing right next to me. I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, so there's that. And then, everybody's just taking the piss out of me.
Yeah, so nobody's really thinking you're like that hot.
No one's.
So what would you say you are now? Like, what would be the term to describe?
A hard 8. That's why she said soft 4. It's because I said hard 8.
Mm-hmm.
But on the ... with Tim and Scott podcast Instagram.
Yes, which is a better social media platform, a more reputable one, even though it's still owned by Facebook.
More honest.
We did run a poll, and you did get hot.
77% hot, which I guess.
Okay, well, it was 73%.
Okay, so I'm a soft 7.
Yeah.
Soft. No, a hard. That's a hard 7. Soft 7 would be 6.8.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. And I'm not trying to be a dick or anything.
Yes.
But does it feel like you feel weird, knowing that I'm more hot than you?
What do you put yourself at?
Well, compared in your rating. If you're an 8,
I'm a hard 8. Yes, I'm an 8.2.
Then I'm like a 9.
Come on now, that is just ridiculous. But anyway,
we
will see by the end of the summer, Scott. We're gonna see who is the hot one here.
I mean, if you don't get skin cancer by the end of summer, then yeah.
What?
I mean, you're so pale and everything.
I'm in a tan. This is my tanned arm. It gets paler, as you can see by my. What are you laughing? I was out in the sun. I was playing tennis. I was trying to get a tan on. I'm not a shirt off guy.
The hottest guys keep their shirt on and play tennis.
Well, I'm not like a shirt off guy. Anyway, we got to end this segment here. When we come back from our sponsors, we will get into one night stands. And I'm taller than you and more charming.
Charming? No.
Yes.
I mean.
Oh, Mr. Burps all over the place and has a hole in his shoe. You can't even carry a conversation about multiple subjects. You could just talk about poker.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of poker,
Scott's not a charming guy. Scott, we got to go to break. I'm concluding. So as we all know, Scott's not a charming guy. Anyway, we got to go to break.
Tim, you know sex, eh? You want to have that sexual experience, but with a little blocker, so it's you can't get her pregnant, but you also can't really feel anything at the same time. I got this great condom brand for you. It's called Daddy's Plus Condoms. They come in all shapes and sizes. I know you need a special size. I know you pre-order most of your condoms because you're a special size, and we all have special sizes. They come unique. Go to daddyspluscondoms.com. Use promo code TIMSPECIALSIZE to get 20% off your already ready to go condoms, everybody.
And we're back.
Why don't you do that with me?
Well, I'm trying to play along. I came to my senses over the break. You're way more hot and handsome than me. Like, it is pretty obvious.
The words from our sponsors got to you.
Yeah.
You were able to think things over.
Yes, I did.
There you have it, people.
Came to my senses.
Yes, of course.
Anyway,
one night stand, Scott.
one night stands. What an interesting topic.
It is. I'm happy you brought it up.
Thank you. You know, it's very true. One night stands are, you know, there's kind of
It's a double-edged sword.
double-edged sword for sure.
Because it's exciting that you're having sex with a lady or a fella.
Or fella,
I
yeah.
don't ask what you are or what. I just accept you for who you are, Scott. So I don't
know.
know what you're gonna come with.
And I'll never
But,
tell.
Yeah, fair enough. When you have sex with a lady on the night, it's fun. Oh my God, I'm so charming and hot. Oh, but I just call it being Tim. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, if you never see them again, I guess it was regrettable to her.
Uh-huh.
So
It depends if it depends if you're going into the situation thinking it's a one night stand or you're thinking, you know, is this a 2-night stand, 3-night stand, 4-night stand? We're dating now. You know?
Right. I've actually only had a one-night stand once in my life, but I have a few others here where I've had sex with them later on, like months later. You know, we end up reconnecting in some way. Because unlike you, I pleasure ladies.
Yep.
I go into the corners, if you know what I mean.
You get right in the corner.
Right in there. I'm working hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
The corner of their legs, you're saying.
All the crevices.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. I'm looking at everything. I'm in there. I'm licking. I'm poking.
Yep. You're probably
prodding. You know, ladies like to be prodded.
They love to be poked. I hear you. I've been picking up all these tips from you ever since I met you.
It said, "Hey Scott, take notes, my man. Prod, poke, prod, poke.
Pry.
Yeah, and then pry. Get into that. You know, but the thing is, I'm like incredibly charming, as you know,
Mm-hmm.
and so they always want to see me again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, but unlike yourself,
With me, it's more I'm burping. You know, I'm passing gas a lot.
you're not picking up on social cues where maybe you hurt their feelings.
Yep, but I just dig deeper. I say, you're not as fat as I said. Like, you're just like overweight. But a lot of people are overweight. You know?
Every time we say anything insulting, because Maddie has to edit this, so I don't know if she's going to take it out or not, but it's just funny.
I told Maddie not to edit anything, no matter what.
No matter how bad we look.
All the N-words are staying in.
Yeah, that's good.
Because that's how we're closing the show.
Right. The N-word song that you wrote.
That I wrote, which I will debut.
And I don't know what
later.
the N-word is in Scott's song. I just know it's called the N-word song.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be
We're going to
nice.
close with that. It could be the word nice.
I don't know yet, but we will find out. Okay. So Scott, why don't you open us up with a?
Well, here's the thing. There's a bunch of stuff to break down here. So
All right,
let's say
yes.
you're going out on a date and you're thinking, hey, this could be a one-night stand.
Right.
So you got to get your ducks in a row.
Yeah, you gotta make your bed.
You got to make your bed. Well, for me, I got to, clean up the back seat of my car.
Make sure the seats are adjusted and in line. The
Yeah.
armrests are up.
Hide, all my empty, cigarette packs or
Right. Put some condoms in the glove box. Put some Kleenex in the glove box.
Mm-hmm. Very romantic
A
stuff.
little basket on the the upper back thing that leads to the window. A little basket for your socks and underwear. That way you don't have to look for
That
it.
way we're not looking
a
forever.
nice little basket for it.
That's something you taught me long
Put
ago.
your jewelry in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take your rings off, babe. That's
You gotta
what I say.
scope out some parking lots.
Mm-hmm.
What's your parking lot of choice?
They're all
The
all
church.
the church ones.
I know about
They're
the
good.
church one.
And some schools are good too,
Right.
especially when they're closed. During the day you can work it out, but it's better when it's just the janitors there
Right. Yeah.
because they don't really care.
They're like, hey, mind if I watch?
Yeah, if you're smooth enough, you can talk to the janitor and just explain the situation.
Right.
Say that I'm not as handsome as my buddy. I don't have a bed and everything. Like, you understand? And he says, "Oh yeah, I'm a janitor. I totally get it."
Right. Yeah, so you get all that. And then for me to get organized, so every time in my younger days, and even a little bit now, when I would go out, this is what I would do, okay? All my laundry, throw it in the closet. Clean up that floor. Just throw it in the closet. Close that door.
Mm-hmm.
That's done. Make the bed. So you walk in, you're like, yeah, I'm a respectable man. I keep a made bed.
Obviously, my bed's made. I'm
What?
I'm a Marine, aren't I?
I didn't do this for just this occasion to happen. And then to really bet on yourself, I trim the pubes. I'm like, hey, let's clean it all up.
Let's look like a prepubescent boy down here.
Yeah, like the ladies like.
Like they love that.
They do love that. The hottest statue in town, Michelangelo's David. I based it off of that. People are taking pictures of that guy all day. Prepubescent, nicely shaved.
Yep, nice
man.
small PP on that guy.
Yes. I put my dick in ice to make it nice and small and manageable.
Mm-hmm. You
and
don't want to
respectable.
scare her or anything.
Here's a quick fun fact. Do you know they did that because this is what I heard. Back in the day, they thought if you had a big old hog that you were an idiot, like a stupid idiot.
Mm-hmm.
So like you had to choose between having a big old hog and being stupid and being like a sophisticated intellectual. So they would always, the king would be like, please paint my dick small. I need my peasants to think I'm a smart man.
Let them know that I don't have sex.
Let them know I'm good at calculus by the size of my dick. But anyway, yeah. So I would
and that probably
do all
holds
these
true
things.
to this day. A little
do
bit.
all these things. I get a lamp. I make sure I have a lamp because, you can't go with the room light, but you want to see things. So you got to turn the lamp on. Leave
That's
the lamp
true.
on before you go. That way you walk in, you're ready to go. Boom, 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 bam,
Then
bam.
for me in my car, it's
Yeah.
basically you turn on that one backlight in the back seat. That's my lamp.
Yeah.
You
Get some mood lighting.
gets
in
the
there.
mood lighting.
Yes. Well, that's why for mood lighting in the car, I go to the Walmart because it has that lovely blue, that nice blue sign just shining into your car. It's just so romantic.
It is.
Yes. Yeah.
Especially when Staples is soon to close. Like, you don't have that red option anymore.
Yeah.
It's
You like
mostly
to have
blue.
Few options for yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
Shave the pubes.
I don't shave them. I just trim them.
Trim them, yeah.
It's not an everyday.
You don't want to be, because you don't want to be,
What is the queen coming over?
you don't want to be bare bald down there.
Yeah, you want to have something down
A
there.
little stubble.
A little
or
stubble,
something.
yeah. Like your dick's been trying to solve a murder mystery all night.
Yeah, he's been up smoking, drinking.
Puts a pot of coffee on. I'm going to get to the bottom of this one.
Yeah. Even myself, I might even trim up my nipple hairs. Like, I know how you feel about them, and I've taken that to heart.
I don't know why I get cringy. I don't know, Scott. The human body disgusts me. So don't take anything I say about the human body to heart. You do whatever you do, and I'll just do whatever I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then here's something, too. You got to have some nice underwear.
That is a good point. Put on your best pair.
You got to put on some nice boxer briefs.
Yeah, no holes in it. Just in
Can't
case.
wear your old Minions underwear that you got
Yes.
10 years ago at Christmas.
Right, where the elastic is like dwindling and yep. Good
Because, I
point.
mean, I still got those, but I only wear them when nobody else is going to see them.
Yes, yeah.
And I actually do. I have a nice pair of Minions-themed underwear. Don't even remember how I got these.
right.
Because Minions was even past my time
Yeah.
to even enjoy as a movie,
Let alone on your underwear.
to let alone be representative of my
I love
genitalia.
them so much. I need them on a thing only I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, right now I have some Simpsons underwear on.
Right.
Not
You're
even
big on
lying.
cartoons on underwear.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little odd. But anyway.
I mean, I got some Scooby-Doos.
So you get the car organized, you get the pubes trimmed, you plan it out. You're like, hey, I'm going to have a one-night stand tonight. Now, what about the lady indicates to you one night stand is about to occur?
It depends how you met.
Okay.
If you met on, those dating apps.
Yeah.
And then if the conversation gets sexualized quickly.
That has literally never happened to me where the conversation gets sexualized quickly.
No, that's because you're so hot and everything. Like,
No.
people, they don't want to blow it with you.
No, I think that is true. I think they just like talking to me, and we talk, and then they usually go before they go like, here's my number. And they always say this. I just don't like using this app.
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't really use this app. It's
Yeah.
so complicated.
It's like so confusing.
Here's my number.
This app is like,
I'm only giving you this number because this app is technologically so advanced for me. I don't even understand it. So we got to use the phone number. Here it is. They can't just be like, you seem like a nice guy. Here's my number.
yeah,
This should indicate to you that this is going to the next level.
yeah,
That you can ask me out now.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is funny. It always goes like, I can't handle this
I,
app.
I just can't handle this
Like,
app.
I'm so confused. So complicated.
I
like,
don't know where to find the app.
Yep.
It's a lot of passwords. I just here's a phone number you can text me at.
Uh-huh.
So how you get it all sexual? You get the sexual going.
Well, if it goes that way or whatever.
That has happened to me actually once here, and it is a one night stand I have listed. So,
Okay.
Yeah, but we can keep going.
Well,
keep going with you.
and then so I've
So
probably
when they do,
had.
what second? They're like, you're like, oh, how are you doing? And they're like, oh, I'd love to blow you. And you're like, whoa, one night stand time.
Yeah.
Or
Usually,
do you bring it up? How do you bring it up?
I
just
don't know how
naturally.
I'd bring it up. To be
Naturally.
honest, like
Yeah.
you just call them a goofy name or something.
You filthy.
Call them like a freak or something.
Oh, you're a
or
freak.
it's like, well, how you doing, you freak?
Oh, you're a freak. Gotcha. You gotta
And then they're like,
casually,
and
funnily
then,
bring
and
it
then,
up.
then they're thinking, yeah, I am a freak.
Everyone wants to be a freak. That is an excellent point.
'Cause
Like-
everybody is a freak.
Yeah, but you want to believe everybody. Well, no, you want to believe you're like on the edge of whatever. You want to believe you're on the edge of like sexual energy or sexual being, and you want to believe you're on the edge of having fun, party guy. And you want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the truth is, you're probably not. Like,
Yeah, the truth is you're probably like, even myself, it's like, yeah, missionary is pretty good.
well, at this point, people are so like doing all this porn shit. Missionary is the freak thing. Like, what? You want to do missionary?
Don't look at me.
You dirty? Maddie, would you consider yourself a freak? See, everybody, that's what I mean.
See, everybody is a freak.
Yeah, you asked me if I'm a
Don't
freak.
answer that, Maddie.
You don't need to answer.
Don't answer
you
that
don't need to
because we know the answer.
It is everybody considers themselves a freak in the bedroom.
Yeah.
We know that.
Then at the end of the day,
Only
when I
am.
say, let me
Stroke
shit
ego.
on you,
They're not
all,
down.
all of a sudden they clam up, you know. And I was thinking, well, I thought you were a freak, you know.
You said freak. Yeah, everybody's freak is different. There's different
Yeah.
levels of freak.
There is definitely.
Yeah.
So
So
definitely-
you bring up that they call them a freak and then they get all sexual on you and then
Yeah, that's almost like a.
it's just the standard play.
It
the
could be.
handed-
I feel like
that's
that is.
the eye formation handed to the running back.
Yeah.
Go
like-
left. Yeah, that's the standard.
And if you're calling an audible, just call him like buddy or something.
Oh, what?
And then they're like, I'm not your buddy. And then they're trying to prove otherwise. They're
It's
like,
what?
I'll show you I'm not your buddy. Give me
Wow.
that dick.
Wow. That's actually a complicated move, it sounds like.
I mean, you're playing. I know you're the chess guy here,
I barely,
but I'm
barely.
playing 3D checkers
Got-
when it comes down to this. I'm still checkers.
right.
At the end of the day, I'm not
But
playing
it's
chess.
a little more complicated.
A little more
Yeah,
sophisticated.
Yeah.
Call them buddy. See how they react to
Maybe
that.
I'll do that.
You know?
Yeah. No, that's a great move. All right, so you get them going with the sex now.
Yeah, and then and then say you meet them. Say
Yeah.
you pick them up somewhere. You
Right.
pick them up in your hotel room, aka your car, aka
Okay.
your house, my
Right.
soon-to-be house.
Sure.
And then so you pick them up, and
Are you talking about someone specific at this moment? You want to jump into one here? Is this where we can?
I'm still still talking
All right,
general.
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Hey, let the master teach.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And so and then it's funny. Then you pick them up, and then you just. It's almost like all the conversations at first are the same.
Right.
Where it's like they know a lot more about music than me.
Wow. I mean, everybody does. You have like
And,
such
like,
a weird music knowledge. Really quickly, I was even thinking about this today. Like you know, like some 1960s musicians, like deep folk.
Like Jim Croce.
Yeah, basically that's what I'm talking
That's
about.
all I got.
Yeah, and then it's just like, and then other than that, so the only way you can seem like a sophisticated music guy is somebody brings up Jim Croce,
Uh-huh.
and then you're like, oh yes, I love him. I have his cassette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's my favorite album? His greatest hits. It's like when people talk about albums, I'm like done. Like I'm like
That,
complete. I could never talk about anybody's album.
There's just greatest
ever.
hits. But that's what's funny. There's the movie Lady Bird. Maddie's probably seen it. And then at the end, she goes to New York for college, and she comes from Sacramento or whatever, and she's having a one-night stand with a guy. And she's drunk, and they're going through her like CDs, and she's flipping through, and then he's just like, all you have is greatest hits. And she's like, why wouldn't I? It's the greatest hits. Like, why wouldn't I have all the greatest hits?
That sounds like my type of girl.
Like, they're the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway.
Because I went out with this lady not too long ago, and it was like her music knowledge. It was all like, oh yeah, Radiohead's my favorite. Like, this is my favorite album. Oh yeah, Smashing Pumpkins. That's my favorite album though. This one's my. Oh yeah, fucking Nirvana. But that's my. What's your favorite Nirvana album?
Yeah, maybe
and
you
I'm
should
like,
just lead the charge on the
like,
album.
Pardon me?
Maybe you should just lead the charge and ask people what their favorite album is.
And then when they ask me, I just
that one. I
say,
love that one.
No, I'm just coming back with the greatest hits.
Yeah, Nirvana, greatest hits.
My favorite Biggie Smalls album, the greatest hits.
He only has 2 albums.
So, but his third is greatest hits.
He doesn't have a greatest hits. He has 2 albums that are great. They're both great. You don't need a greatest hits.
It is what it is. You know, I don't know how many albums these guys have. You know, I'm very shallow pool.
Right.
No, I'm not going into any deep end here.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I see.
Especially with movies too. You know.
Yeah.
I've still never seen Star Wars. That's how shallow
I don't fuck Star Wars. Ever since.
Sounds good to me.
This is the thing about Star Wars, really quick. I know it's real one night stands, but I watched the first Star Wars that came out after all the Star Wars had come out when I was like 6. The one with Jar Jar Binks, Phantom Menace.
Like the very first one.
No, the 3, and then there was the first one of the latest collection or whatever.
Okay.
And Jar Jar Binks was in it. And I thought that guy was hilarious.
One of my favorite actors.
I thought he was hilarious with his Okie Day and all that funny stuff.
Okay.
And then everybody just shit on him. All the Star Wars people shit on him. And I was just like, well, then fuck these movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, fuck you.
They're too, I don't even know what the word is, but pretentious.
About something
Star
that
Wars.
has no, like, merit for pretension. It's like stupid.
You know,
yeah. Anyway,
my problem is I don't like to suspend my disbelief.
I don't like to do that either. It's like, give me something based in reality.
I actually like that. I would rather watch a movie about like a divorce.
Yeah.
Than like
Kramer versus Kramer.
Yep. Never seen it, but hey, sounds like good.
Dustin Hoffman.
Love that guy. Fucking
right, no,
legend. I've had a one night stand with him.
All right, sorry. Enough about this movie talk. Let's get back to this.
Yeah.
Where were you? Sorry about that.
So I'd say I've had like 6 to 12.
How do you not know?
I don't know. Like my memory's not great. That's the thing too.
You don't remember everyone you've had sex with.
I mean, it would probably take me a minute to, and by a minute I mean like a whole. I don't know. Like
you don't remember everybody you've had sex with.
I probably do at the end of the day, but I don't have a number or anything
what
like
are you,
that.
Wilt Chamberlain here? Like, how many fucking people are you fucking?
Probably like 3,000. Like
it's not that high.
4,000? 2,500?
You're in Ric Flair numbers now.
Yeah, no, it's not that many. There's no way it's even
40.
Not even
40, 30.
Nah, no, I wouldn't say it's that high either.
You just told us you had 6 to 12 one night stands. So you're getting to 30. If you're on the high end of that, if you're on 12 one night stands, am I off on this one? If you're at 12 one night stands, you've probably had sex with 30 women total. I would say that's like a
maybe like
all right,
I don't even think it's that high.
We don't need. Let's not get into the number. Anyway,
I'm not great with numbers either. So
that's the thing. You have a big old dick. You can't do math. You're
I
just
can't
not
do
a smart guy.
I wish I was.
Let's get to one here. What do you got? Give us one of your 6 to 12.
Here's the thing, like, well, this one lady had armpit hair, but it wasn't like a crazy amount.
Was she the one that knew a lot about music?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, and I couldn't keep up. You know, like.
Were you like trying to put her arms down the whole time? And you can't be insulting about it. You just got to accept it because you want to have sex with her. So you're just like, oh, yeah, I love armpit hair. Did
Like,
she even mention it to you?
Yeah, actually, it came up.
She's like, I have armpit hair.
There was like a warning, yeah.
Oh, she warned.
She like warned me
That's
about
kind of nice of her. Maddie, do you have armpit hair? No.
And I warned her, like, I got nipple hair.
And then she's like, okay, good trade. We're even then.
Tit for tat.
Yeah.
And then she had nipple hair. No.
Pit for tit.
Pit for tit.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that she had nipple hair?
No.
Oh, thank God. I can't deal with that. I know ladies get it sometimes, but it's just it takes me out of it.
Definitely. You
I
don't
don't
want to
mind.
be.
Just if you have it, just clean it up,
Mhm.
and we're fine. But I don't want to see it.
Yeah, at least brush it or something. Like,
Comb it over.
like it's all knotted. Like,
All right, keep going. So she had armpit hair. She knew a lot about music.
yeah, and then nice lady. Like,
That's your story. Can we just come on, Scott? That's the story.
well, and then so I got nothing to tell you though. I mean, we went to her place.
Yeah.
She had a bed and
All
everything,
right, let's
so
start.
I felt
Where
like
did you go on your date?
this bar.
Where is the bar?
In Windsor on Erie Street. I'm not even gonna say the name.
Oh, I know. It's like Crunchies or whatever. It's like dive
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
bar.
it was called Curly's, yeah.
Curly's. Yeah.
You
That's
actually
a,
nailed
That's a
it.
good place for. That's a good. I think that would be a good date place. It's like a divey bar. You can lay low a little.
It was a good place.
Yeah. So you go in there. You have a few drinks. Then she's like, "You want to come back to my place?" And you had already called her a freak.
Yep. So I've already laid the groundwork.
And you
there.
had already kissed her at the bar.
Yep.
How did you do that? Did you just lean in when she said, "I have armpit hair," or when she asked you your favorite Nirvana album to get out of the question?
It actually she leaned into me.
Whoa!
Not even gonna lie.
Wow, hot guy alert!
Hot guy alert.
Woo 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 woo!
Sirens are going off.
Yeah.
And then she said like, come back to my place, and I obliged. I said, I'm a gentleman, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, not gonna say no to a lady.
Right.
You know me, like
Yeah.
anything
To please.
anything the lady wants and stuff.
You'll get her. Yep. You're a very chivalrous man.
Mm-hmm. And then everything else is like, just like
A blur.
a blur.
Were you
Like,
drunk?
no,
Was she drunk?
no.
She
I
was
mean, we had
sober?
like 3 beers or 3 drinks
Oh, that's
though,
good
or
enough. That'll do it to you.
yeah, wasn't that? And she put on Dirty Dancing.
I love when they put a movie. Did she ask you to go back to her house to watch a movie?
Basically,
And not, she didn't say, "Come fuck me in my house."
yeah.
She said, "You want to come back to my house and watch a movie?" I love that we have all these codes for things. Because a movie, now this could get some people in trouble. Because, what if they actually just want to watch a movie? It's not going to hold up in court. She said to just watch a movie.
And it's like 1:30 in the morning or something.
It's like, we all know what that means. And then they'd be like, no. What does it? It's just a movie.
The movie's a movie.
Yeah.
And then Dirty Dancing I've never seen it until then, but
Sergio!
it was so sexual.
Is that the name of the guy? How do you call your lover boy? Is that
Hey.
the one? Am I getting it right?
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Wow, you're just doing the main line. You're doing the greatest hits of the movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Come on, Scott. You didn't do the other thing that I was doing. You should have jumped in.
Sorry, bud. You're a freak.
I simply say,
I don't remember it.
Baby.
Oh yeah.
Maddie, I can't deal with it. You got to talk to him. All right, go ahead. Yeah. So she puts Dirty Dancing on.
And that movie was so sexual.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Whoa.
Do they dance
Patrick
dirty?
Swayze.
Do they?
Yummy, yummy.
I mean, I would suck that guy's dick
I
after
would-
that movie.
I would lick his. No, I wouldn't.
His asshole.
No, probably not. Depends on what I,
Depends how many drinks I've had and stuff.
Yeah, like if you had sucked his dick, I would lick his asshole just to up your story one. I'd be like,
Yeah.
well, that's your Patrick Swayze story. Well, what about mine?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, yeah, so keep going. So now she puts on Dirty Dancing.
And then from there, the cards fell into place or whatever. Once you put,
Start-
I
once you
didn't
hit
know, but once
play.
you put on Dirty Dancing,
Yeah.
fucking everybody's horny.
So everybody's making out. Things are coming off, flying around.
I
Did she
mean,
live with her parents?
No.
Roommates?
No, she had like this plate. Nobody else was there, so I guess it was
Wow.
her own plate. I never actually formally asked, but her parents weren't there or anything.
No, that's nice.
So then, yeah,
Did you satisfy her?
I think so. Yeah.
That's good. Did you ever see her again after?
No.
Did you ever talk again?
Just a little bit over the internet.
Yeah, just to make her feel decent
But
about
I
her
mean,
choices.
Yeah,
and
who knows what's gonna happen?
then
like,
you
it's a long life. Like,
right, yeah. So that was
maybe I get married to somebody else, live a healthy marriage, my wife passes in a retirement home, and then I bump
you
into her
message
again.
You're like, hey, remember me, Dirty Dancing?
I'm
And you go like
87
this.
now.
This is your move. You know, there's a Dirty Dancing too. I think isn't it called Havana Nights? Maddie, you're supposed to be the movie buff. It's called Havana Nights. Anyway,
Is Patrick Swayze in it?
no,
Oh.
but it's just as hot and Latin.
And that chick in the movie was pretty good looking. She's got that
From Ferris
She got
Bueller.
that Jew nose. But that's fine with me. Like,
she had sex with
it's
Charlie
very
Sheen.
similar nose to yours.
Hey, we're all hot here, baby. You're talking about.
Yeah, baby.
She was Ferris Bueller's sister. You know how cool Ferris is.
Yeah.
And she had sex with Charlie Sheen in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She met him in jail.
Wow.
Hot.
Yeah.
Anyway, Scott, well, that was good. And we got to go to break here. And we'll be right back with a sultry, sexy one-night stand from the hottest guy in the room. Scott gone. It could be you. I don't know. All right.
Could be you. You're
Well,
hotter than
I'm
me.
on my
You're
way
hotter
up.
than me.
You know what? Thank you.
You're
for
hotter
stroking.
than me.
Thanks for the ego stroke. Thank you. Thank you. You know how you got to please me. I
Mhm.
get it.
Mhm.
You're just saying that, but that's okay.
On this break, I want you to pull down your pants and let's have a good time. That's all I'm saying.
Sure. Do you enjoy comedy? Well, do we have a show for you? Craftheads Brewery, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Come on down and see Tim and Scott. Tell Tim and Scott sent you, and we might buy you a drink, depending on if Scott's there with money on his hands. He works a cash job, so you never know. But anyway, back to the show. And
We're back. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. We got
Thank you.
the hottest guy in Windsor, Tim
Hey,
Rayburn
whoa.
here.
What, are you out of town?
Hey, I live in Bell River.
Hey, putting everybody over.
And I mean, I would move to Windsor, but then I'd be the second hottest guy in Windsor.
Right. You'd rather be
Next
a
to you.
big fish, small pond.
Big fish, small pond in
Come
Bell
to the
River.
Big city and try to, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But this hair of yours is really sultry. It seems to be doing well for you. It's like an edgy thing that you have now, this hair.
Yeah.
I need an edgy thing. I got to write that down for my hot guy, becoming a hot guy this summer. Get edgy
I don't know how you're gonna do it, but
thing. Oh, I'm just going to grow my hair long.
good luck. Took me a while, and now that I'm here, it's hard to let go of the long hair.
Yeah, because people come up to you and talk to you about it all the time.
People compliment it. So then when
I think you started trimming it nicely, it looks like.
I've never trimmed it.
It just falls so nicely for you.
Yeah.
I think you look good. It gives you an edge. It definitely gives you a unfuckable in a one-night stand scenario edge.
Definitely. Like
You
you
look
met me
cool.
in Whistler or something. I'm a snowboarder.
Yeah. You had a one-night stand in Whistler,
Oh yeah.
but that's a story for another day.
That's a story for another
It
day.
Doesn't fit in.
That's
with
for
this.
our episode about Whistler.
Yeah. So here's one of my one-night stands here. Okay, so I just broke up with my first ex-girlfriend. Okay, I come back from Italy. We date the whole time. I'm in Italy.
So okay. This is
Long
Italy
distance.
girlfriend.
No, this is a long distance. She lived here.
Okay.
And then we break up like 2 weeks
So
before.
she's cheating on you while you're in
Nobody
Italy.
is cheating on anybody.
Okay. Just I don't know what happened.
So I'm a little down. I'm a little hurt. And then my friend is dating a lady in the States. You know?
Okay.
So
it
either
wasn't
like-
Kamala Harris?
No.
Okay.
Different Kamala. No, her name was Sam. But I shouldn't even use names.
Her name was Sammy.
Sam is the fake name.
Yeah.
So I used it correctly.
There you go.
So anyway, so we go over there, and this is when I'm not good with the border, so I'm like, all right, well, I'll come out with you. Go to the local bar that she goes to in Ferndale, and we'll see what happens. So
You're gonna third wheel.
I'm third wheeling and dealing, and then so there's this woman there that she works with, young lady, maybe like 2 years younger than me, hot.
Above 18.
Above 18, Scott.
Okay, you
Gosh darn, Scott.
Said young. I didn't know how young you're talking.
Come on now, Scott. She's hot. So she's all tatted up. So we're talking, we're flirting. And then she has like a big tattoo across her chest that says, "In Christ Creation."
Really?
So I'm like reading her tattoos. So that lets me touch her a little. I'm like reading it like a school kid.
It's in Braille.
Yeah. No, I'm like, "In Christ Creation." Well, it's all written funny. It's not like
It's in cursive, you're saying.
it's in weird like old English lettering.
That you had to touch.
Well, the touch was to make a touch and establish some sort of sexual vibe. See, what you do is you call them freaks. I like to touch slightly, which, I don't know.
Hey, we're both gonna get Me Too'd after
Yeah.
this, so
It's
let's
fine.
just dive in.
She was fine with it.
Yeah. Okay.
So and then that kind of got us all sexualized up. And then it was like a bar, but there was also a dance floor. So then we go dance for a sec, and she's like, "I gotta go," and I was like, "What? What?
What? You can't
Not
go
already?" And she's
Like-
like, "You want to walk me to my van?"
Ooh.
Yes. So we get to her van, and then we start making out on the hood of her van. Like somebody, like a high school romance in the 80s. Except
I know how
instead
that
of
goes.
Trans Am, it's a mini van.
Hey, I've seen Dirty Dancing.
So we get into the back seat of the minivan, not the back seat, but the second
the
back-
middle seat?
the middle back seats. And we just start talking. We're making out.
Is it like one of those vans where it's separated seats?
Yeah,
in
it was a
the-
bucket seat. Scott, I only date people that are all class.
Oh, I'm just checking.
Yeah,
Like,
come on now. So we go out there, and then I must have fingered her. And then, I'm playing, I love her, like, I like boobs. Okay, all right, let's get it out there.
hey,
So I'm playing with all that. And it was a dirty van. That's the thing I remember. There's crap all over the van. She did not prepare for a one-night stand like you do. There was like a half-eaten apple.
really?
Yeah, she was like a dirty person.
Surprised you didn't introduce her to me.
Yeah,
Like, that
you
sounds-
guys, you would have loved it. You're like, "Oh, is anybody eating this apple?"
I mean,
Oh, snacks. That's what you would have done. You'd have been like,
like,
"Can I have the rest
you're
of
done
it?"
with this? Wow. Okay. Like, thank you. And in Christ's creation, me same. Like, I'm
All of
also
us.
like the second coming of Christ myself.
So then we're having, like, we try to have sex, but the problem is, so at the time, just broke up, right?
Yeah.
So, when you get a little sad, you get a little depressed.
yeah.
So that day I must have jerked off 7 times.
Mm-hmm.
So I had like nothing left to give.
Yep.
I was all, I wasn't thinking. I was sad. I was lonely. I didn't see this coming.
Hey, everybody who's listening knows how that goes.
Yeah. So I couldn't get my penis inside her.
Mm-hmm.
So I just fingered her. I was happy with that. And then I left. I did the old, the smell my finger thing. Because they were being
You
too.
did not do that.
Hey, whoa, wait, whoa. It was a different time.
This was like 6 years ago.
No, I didn't, because I was being pestered by my friend's girlfriend. Let me get this out. I was being pestered.
To get your fingers smelled.
And then I was like, yeah, here, look, we did.
Here, I'll
Basically.
prove it to you.
Cut that out. Edit that out.
That's so gross. That's
Edit it
staying
out.
in.
Hey,
She
I'm
was
not,
mad.
I'm
I was
not
like, what? It was
editing
just
that
funny.
out.
All right, edit that out. Edit that out.
I'm not
No.
editing that out.
Edit that. Edit that.
Maddie,
Daddy?
you know what to do. Do not edit
No, what?
anything.
Okay. So then, now that I'm remembering, my friend and his girlfriend at the time got in a big fight, and he just like pulled over and left us in the car because he had to leave the car before he got heated.
Was he driving?
Yeah, he was driving.
And he got out of the car.
He like pulled over and just got out of the car and went for a walk to calm down. So then when I'm just sitting there, I'm all happy, just like, oh, I don't give a shit. I just almost had sex with a lady
Yeah.
in Christ's creation. I'm really taking in the thought and thinking about my life, you know?
Like you got a girl that had "In Christ Creation" tattooed on her chest. It is a funny dynamic because, you know, your chest tattoo equates to, you know, sluttiness.
No.
Or, you know,
No.
freak.
Not
But
anymore,
we're all-
my man.
But we're all
Maddie,
freaks.
not anymore, right? Everybody has tattoos.
But a chest tattoo on a woman,
Chest tattoo is a different level.
that's the new tramp stamp.
This was 10 years ago almost.
She started
8
it.
years ago.
She was the
Hey, what can you do?
It almost, that's the thing.
All right,
It doesn't matter what you have on your chest. It can be a Bible verse, which it basically was, "In Christ's creation."
We all know the Bible verse. That's 3 words.
But it doesn't even matter
Right.
because
She had tattoos other places.
yeah.
Anyway, that's not the point, okay? So then I have to schedule a way to go back and see her. Oh, wait, no, first. All right, so then my friend comes back. Let's just skip the part where they're fighting and it's a bad relationship and they end up breaking up. Let's just, not that night. But so we go back to her apartment, my friend's apartment. And then in the morning, my friend wakes up. He just walks in the living room. He's like, she's married, dude.
Really?
Yeah, because she was religious, got married, but then she's divorced now. But my friend, I don't know why he did this to me. He wanted to freak me out or something, which is fine, you know.
So
So she got married, divorced. She was in the church or something, divorced, and then moved to Detroit from Nashville.
Okay. Definitely not a lateral move.
Oh, just to rediscover yourself. Detroit's hip. I'm tired of people shitting on Detroit. It's a fun, adventurous place where you can get into some trouble.
I mean, that's why it's a worse move. Like,
All right, whatever.
anyway.
So she's discovering herself.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now she's living with some friend. So anyway, I have to come back to get this one night stand. So it was a 2-night affair, I suppose.
Wait, was she not married? Was she not married?
She was divorced at the time. She was like 22, divorced. And I was 24, just before anybody questions ages.
Mm-hmm. Just, all right.
Just, come on now. So me and my friend and his girlfriend we go on a double date to the Mongolian Grill.
And
Basically, I
And
made my friend drive me over to have sex so I could have sex with somebody and then go to on a double date he didn't want to be on, and I don't think his girlfriend wanted to either. Because then we ate at Mongolian Grill, and then me and the other lady there, Christ Creation,
yeah.
went and got a drink, and then we went back to where she was staying the next time around,
Yeah.
like a month later. And she was staying with a family essentially in the laundry room. Like they had set up a bed for her in the laundry room. So I'm in like, there's her bed, there's a TV, the washing machine, and there's just a pile of family laundry all over the place.
I mean, very, you know, even the laundry room is sexual. Like the rhythm of the washing machine, of the dryer. It's like
Yes.
bump, bump, bump,
Bump,
bump,
bump,
bump,
bump.
bump. You know, everybody's thinking it once
Yeah.
that dryer starts
Yeah,
kicking.
you got the dryer, you got the washing machine. They're a couple. They're coming together.
Yeah.
Why
Male and
can't-
female.
Why can't we come together?
The washing machine gets everything all wet, like the lady. And the dryer, nice, hot, like yourself. Hot as hell. The dryer calms down the washing machine, says, I know you're wet.
Yeah,
I'm going to cool you. I'm
I'm
going to
gonna
dry
take
you
care
off.
of you.
I'm going to take care of you here.
you got it.
Don't you worry about this.
Yeah. Maddie doesn't like that analogy. But so, yeah, we get the bump bumps. We got the bump bumps going. We got, you know, the mother of the family's panties right there. So I'm thinking, whoa,
That's hot.
hot. So she puts on American Psycho, the movie,
Yeah, not the book.
not the book. So I also had to sneak into this house somewhat. Like I just felt weird being in like another family's house
Yeah.
that wasn't even her family.
Like there's kids upstairs who got school tomorrow. and,
Yeah,
like,
well, it was a weekday, but yes, exactly.
it was a weekend or a week.
A weekend, yeah, sorry, yeah. So, and it was around Christmas time, you know, so everybody's coming together, having some fun.
Yeah.
And then we have
The mistletoe's up there.
sex,
Yeah.
and then I ejaculate
Uh-huh.
on myself, I guess, or in a condom, maybe, forget. But then she gives me like a towel to rub myself down with. You don't rub it down. And then we have sex again.
Mhm.
Give it a rub down.
The second time's usually better.
Yeah, give it a rub. And then we have sex again, and now her freak comes out.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Come on me." Whoa.
Yep.
Hey now.
They love that stuff.
I did not know that at the time. This is my first time coming on a lady.
Yeah.
And actually, and then even like I still wasn't even after. So I've came on. My coming on ladies has grown, but the next time I came on, I was told to come on a lady. I like pulled out and I jerked off into my hand, like because I thought it would be gross if I came on her. So
and then you just smeared it all over her after.
Actually, that same lady, we were having sex again, and then she liked doing it without condoms really quick. She was kind of like a bunch of one night stands, I'd say, because we were never serious.
Yeah.
But really quick, and then I came inside her, but she told me not to. Oh no, she wanted me to come inside her, but I came on her.
Uh-huh.
So she was offended by that. She wanted it in her.
Yeah.
So it's
I feel like that's like I feel like religious people are freakier than
this
the
was not a
rest.
religious person. This is we're down the road now. Sorry, I'm just telling you about me
Oh.
coming on things really quickly.
Yeah.
So then to get me back for coming on her because she thought that was gross, the next time we had sex, I came in her and then she tried to throw it on me with her vagina to come onto me. It's like, all right, because you came on me, I'm going to show you how gross that was. And she did like one of the,
Was she
was, like,
squat over you?
she did like a 1, 2, 3, and then she like tried like
Really?
just flicked it all over me. But anyway, back
How did
to,
that work? Did it work?
Yeah, a little bit. Like I like gooped out onto my belly.
But like little does she know, like we've been coming on ourselves since we're 10 years old.
Yeah, I was just like, well, I got
So-
my gym sock right here. Let me just
Yeah,
luckily
like-
I prepared.
Let me get this lady's bra or like, from the laundry room.
But anyway, so now we're back in Michigan. We're back in the small town Michigan, a little outside of Detroit, in the laundry room, watching American Psycho. We have sex again. She says, "Come on me," because she's getting freaky. But because we had sex so many times that night, I had a unimpressive amount of cum. So I was just like struggling to get like a drop out. I was just like really like, come on, something hot, something hot here.
Yeah.
And then I had to give up and just wipe all the
couple dribbles.
cum out or whatever. And then I threw the towel over to the side and it landed in her Christmas presents to the family.
Dope.
Like inside the bag of the Christmas presents. She was like, "Those are the Christmas gifts."
Oh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And then all that parchment paper or whatever, it's all covered in, a couple dribbles of semen.
Yeah, the few dribbles I had.
Yeah.
And then the next day, the brother of the family got up early and was in the kitchen. And I had to walk by him to get out of the house. Whoa.
That's some awkward stuff right
That
there.
was awkward, but I just kept my head down.
And you said, "Hey, I got you something for Christmas."
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Hey, have a Merry Christmas.
Have you ever seen The Godfather?
Yeah.
You haven't, have you?
I think I have, yeah.
All right. Have you seen The Godfather? Okay. So, when he's going over how to shoot the guy, he's telling Michael how to shoot the guy in the restaurant. "I'm going to put the gun behind the toilet. You go there, you sit down, you shoot him. Then you leave the gun, you get up. You don't stare at anybody, but you don't look away. You just walk out." That's how I did it. I didn't stare at him, but I didn't look away.
Yeah.
Just walked out.
That's a good move.
Yeah, that's like kind of how you have to be. It's like.
Yeah. And you basically did just shoot a load like a gun.
Well, I waited till the morning to leave. I slept. We watched the rest of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Me, I'm
You're out
of there.
You don't even know how Dirty Dancing
I'll be like,
ends.
"Hey, let me know how this ends."
Yeah,
Let me know
text me.
if fucking Baby and Patrick Swayze end up together. Yeah.
And they do in one of the most romantic dance scenes everybody's ever seen.
I saw it, yeah. It was way too sexual to be romantic, though.
That is true, especially in front of her parents. Wasn't that a little weird?
Yeah, and then she does this whole hot, sexy dance in front of the whole hall there.
Yeah.
And then her dad comes up to her and is like, "You looked great out there." I'm thinking
Hey, when
well, she
Patrick's
just fucking was a stripper, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I see what you're into. But yeah, anyway, so that is that one. And then I never saw her again, although we exchanged some dirty pics.
You did, eh? Nice.
Which, here's a question for you, because I was talking to somebody. Now, in all honesty, this might be a weird thing I do, but I have saved the dirty pics. I can get them for you right now if I wanted to. Now, is that weird to save the sexual pics? Do a lady?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Absolutely not.
Thank you. Because I've talked to ladies about this, and they think. Now, the ladies I talked to were a little more that way. You know what I mean?
Proper?
Like, no. More
improper.
No, more. What's the word?
Slutty.
No. Maddie, come on, give me the word here. You know, like a lady who like really believes in ladies, like who's really.
Oh, okay. Somebody who would think they sent you to that, but you should delete it.
Yeah, and
because it's a
because
lady.
of the patriarchy.
Mm-hmm.
That word got thrown out when we were discussing it. So now, Maddie, give us your take. Would you save said pics for approximately 8 years now? Go ahead.
I think like the common courtesy would be if you break up, you're no longer talking to them, that you would delete them. But I don't think guys actually do that.
No.
So.
Why
And I
would
don't
you?
think girls do either.
Do you have any dick pics saved? Have you ever received a dick pic you asked for? Let's start there.
I've never asked for a dick pic.
You've never sent a nude picture of yourself to anybody?
No, I have done that, but I've
Recently,
never,
in the last week?
but I've never asked for a dick pic.
But you've received the dick pic in
return.
return.
Dick pics don't really do it for me, to be honest.
What does it for you, really quickly? Here?
Not a dick pic.
Is it like a picture of his abs?
Picture
I
of
don't know.
like his like talking, confidently to somebody
Yeah.
or something like that.
A picture of all the books he's read. You just
A picture of like your 401k,
Yeah.
RSP.
Yeah, that does it.
count his degree.
I just watching them clean,
Yeah.
just
Look, I'm
doing
ba- I'm
household
baking.
chores.
I can
That's
do
you.
that.
So did you save the dick pics?
No,
Did you do you think anybody you sent a sexy picture to has deleted those pictures?
no.
Or do you think they've saved them in a folder called folder, and inside that folder documents, and inside that folder pics, and inside that folder a list of
It says
every
Christmas
wo-
06. And then inside that,
It says the names of everybody that person may have received anything from filed away in alphabetical order.
I would think that that's extremely weird, but I also think like
what?
I also would think that if I was dating a guy and he had pictures of like past girlfriends, that I'd be like, I don't know how I would feel about that.
Well, I wouldn't just have them open all the time.
But I
Like,
think the fact
they're
that
on,
you
like,
would
a hard
still
drive.
have them would be.
But I have
I-
a lot of things on my old hard drive. I have all my old school files. Like I'm not going through my old hard drive and deleting it. And at this point, I've like moved them. I've moved them all around so much. It's like I'm just lost in where they all are. Because I've moved. I'm like trying to hide money from the government. Essentially, I'm like, it's in this bank account now. This bank account now. It's over in Belize. It's over here. They just pop up. I don't know what USBs I can give to people to borrow, because I don't know where I've put all these things. And anything on my phone, I just download onto. I back up onto a hard drive. At least back in the day, and still do, because I don't believe in the cloud for whatever reason. It's just unfamiliar to me. So everything is on there somehow.
Yeah, like
So if
this is what
receive
I
a tit
feel.
pic, it's on there.
This is what I feel like is happening with most men. Is that they'll save it, but then they'll never remember that they have it, or like they'll
Yes.
never remember to
I
go
mean,
look at
I think what it happens is, so let's say myself, for example.
Yeah, well, just
It's,
hypothetically. You.
Hypothetically, let's say me.
Yes.
For all the pictures I've received and stuff,
Right.
I've never like put them on a hard drive because I
I
don't
back
even.
up all my phone pictures.
They're just
though.
on my phone still, and like my photo gallery way up there and shit. But
Right.
guys only resort to them when they fall on hard times.
Yeah, like, I
that's the
was gonna
thing.
ask
hard
how-
times.
how
I'm
often
talking
are
about
you-
hard times.
How often are you really looking at these things? 'Cause I'm like, you could just, I don't know, watch porn instead.
Well, that's not the same as like a lady you've had sex with and had some connection to. Sorry if I romanticize. Sorry if I care about these people.
But how often do you
What
actually
are you, heartless?
how often are you actually looking at these photos?
I don't know. When I fall on hard times, like Scott said.
Yeah, it's basically when you just fall on hard times and you're like, fucking, like.
Or recently, when because I want to get some pictures for my house, so I want to get some old pictures of friends and stuff. I was scrolling through and I just happened upon some pictures, and
Yeah, but you weren't looking for them at that point.
no.
Like,
But then I was like, oh yeah, I have all these pictures. Let me plug in the one where I know they all are for sure. The one in Belize.
and then you just jacked off.
Yeah, just like. I
And
hit the
oh, look at
arrow.
this. My dick's in my hand.
Yeah. Whoa, what's going on here? How do I click over to the next one? All right. But anyway, so we got through 2 one-night stands out of the 6 to 12 that you have, and I'm going to say 6.
I mean, we're going to get through more,
Yeah.
but not today.
This might be a running thing. Very interesting, these sexual relations between men and women. We're really going to get some good
I
work
think we
done.
really broke some ground with the washer-dryer analogy there.
That made a lot of sense,
I
Scott.
think people are really going to take that to heart.
Yeah, really make them think about these things.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, that is our show. Is that our show?
That is our show for
That
today.
is our show for
dot,
today.
dot, dot, with Tim and Scott.
Thank you for listening. Stay safe.
And you know what? Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us
Instagram.
on Spotify,
Apple
Apple.
Podcasts
And you know what? Follow us on Pornhub.
and Instagram.
Find me on Pornhub, Big Dick Scotty.
Get fucks Little Dink Tim.
Yep.
Yep.
That's our
That's a hot
Pornhub
one.
channel.
Yep.
What's the handle for Instagram?
It is
And
at
Facebook.
... with Tim and Scott. Dot,
It's a
dot,
little
dot.
long, but once you type it in, you're going to
Just
be
type-
okay.
You got to type out ... So DOT,
DOT
Tim, TIM, and
and Scott. The longest word is Scott.
we're not asking for
You
much.
forgot with.
We forgot the with. It's a little complicated, we know,
Hey,
but just the ... dots.
should hopefully get
Get
you
you
there.
there.
If not,
But
fucking, then thanks
Try
for trying.
for it.
Thanks
Yeah.
for trying. Like, I'm not asking for much here. Anyway, guys, hey, stay healthy, stay safe.
No, it's stay safe, stay cool. That's our saying.
Hey, thank you, buddies. Stay healthy, stay safe. What a do.